Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, Malone Stadium, home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have been getting ready for this one pretty much all week. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, a team from the American, a team ready to put on a show, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Warhawks have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And guys, this third and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of what we'll see the rest of the game. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Warhawks offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Warhawks are in the hurry-up. Gives it on the option. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
They'll give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They want to get this defense on its heels. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Sampson. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Evans. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. And the Warhawks want to move quickly. Leaves it with the back. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Under fire. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Escapes the sack. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tempo and overdrive. Handoff to the single back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Warhawks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Myers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
On the ground, it's Hardy. Gets it past the marker. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. It's a seam wide open. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling help lead to that long touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Off play action on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The give to the back. Hard running there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Warhawks are marching down the field. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Warhawks in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Brown will throw it. Here's the pressure. And the Warhawks will punt it away on fourth down. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And some room to work. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. They're going to run it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And just like that, let's head back to our team inside Malone Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. The Warhawks headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Still looking on the move. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Warhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Fights off a defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Warhawks will line up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Here's the handoff.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And the Warhawks will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to...
He's got it inside the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Warhawks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to San Jose State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. On third down, he drops to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And after that, best thing you can do, punt it away. Here comes the special teams. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Warhawks will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. He'll pull it on the read. Sweet cut there. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Brown wants to pass. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Slithers into space. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Warhawks want to pick up the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Ram just keeps moving. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UL Monroe. They move on top here in the fourth.
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now this offense is back on the field. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Right on the money. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First and 10 coming up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Brown will throw it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
The offense has a chance, down 1 possession in the fourth. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turning it on. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. They're setting up the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
They'll move the tight end. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. It's a draw. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Brown wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. To the ground with the bat. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires downfield. He's got it. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. The Warhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes trouble. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Warhawks will call on their punt team. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. Snares it outside. It's Morris. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they had so much success moving the football down the field. Now you're a little bit stuck. Negative play, back to back. Got to get back to some of that stuff you did on this drive that you had success with.
Big 3rd and goal here in overtime as they try to get a touchdown to take the lead. The run from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. The sure hands, it's Evans.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a ton of room to operate on 3rd and goal, but a touchdown wins it here in OT. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime!
How about this offense coming out and executing so great, knowing what they needed? They were on defense first. They knew exactly what they needed to do. Come out, they get the throwing touchdown, ends the football game right now. Nice execution by the offense.
And that play right there, David, really encapsulates, I think, the identity of this team. They're going to fight and scratch and claw to the very end to get it done. Great job executing here late in the game to get the win.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Old Dominion's offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Looking for a man, it's Huff. Under fire. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Butler. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Rides the back on the option, the give. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Monarchs have pushed it inside the 20. It's complete to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the 1st points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
On the move from inside his 5. And, David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Myers. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To throw, it's Huff. Grabbed over the middle, it's Newsome. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw it. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Stop him at the 10.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Pocket breaking down. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
We are just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the offense onto the field again. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 40. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13. And the Monarchs can really attack on this second and short. Bring in the heat. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Huff. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead, he'll set the offense up with great field position. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Nice move there. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Hardy. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for a gap. It's Hardy. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Duke. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Dropping back, it's Huff. Snagged out of the air. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Monarchs are on the move. They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Monarchs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Smashes ahead. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. They go to the ground. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to pass. It's Huff. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And the defense gave up some yards late in the game, but when it mattered most, when the offense had a chance to go in here and take the lead late in this football game, they absolutely closed the door, get the INT, and get the ball back to their offense.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They want that clock to run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. Can't get him to the ground. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So East Carolina's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
On target over the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. To the air. It's Hauser. It's complete on the right side. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Pirates line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And, David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He'll do it himself. Makes his man miss. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Myers. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Gets away, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Under fire. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Lining up to convert third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Sets up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here comes the hurry up.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
They'll try to snap it quickly.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Caught in the backfield. It's O'Brien. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Third and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able.
He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback on the keeper. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Batted into the air near the goal line.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Motion from the back. Handoff from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a man miss. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Hauser. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch down the right side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Leaves it with the running back. Sweet cut there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Quick strike complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he's got a chance. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
The Pirates will kick it off to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. They'll go up top on second and short. Makes the grab. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Across the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Now the toss. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Big pickup on the ground, knocked out at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Gets the back moving. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Shoots it to the left. Snags it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A designed run for the quarterback. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Pirates moving quickly to the line. Handoff from the gun. He breaks the tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Got a man in the middle. Turning it on. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's O'Brien. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Spins away from the defense. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Montgomery. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Off play action. Big guy smells it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Touchdown Pirates! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 14 to Navy. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it from the gun. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The inside handoff. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He leaves it with his back. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Second down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Man, back-to-back sacks. It's passing situations. It's late in the game. This is when a defense really earns its money, and they are getting after the quarterback.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And they get the fumble back, but time is still dwindling away. They got to get it going. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense
breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Pirates inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Caught in the backfield, it's O'Brien. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's taking the deep shot. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. To be honest, both of these offense played as if they were waist-deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come up just short in this one.
Definitely a defensive struggle here. So the good news for this team is you like what you saw on that side of the football, guys making plays, but the offense has got to be able to pick it up. You've got to be able to find ways to generate explosive plays and generate points. They couldn't do it.
And it's very frustrating for a defense when you see your offense time and time again not come through. They did their job. Offense next time just has to do a lot better.
Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So North Texas offense comes onto the field first today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling.
Going deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Smith dropping to pass. Fires left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they pick up just a few on that completion. North Texas in the hurry up. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Punts it out of the air. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Sends it back in motion. Smith wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's in there for a touchdown.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Motion from the back. Smith dropping to pass. Got a man. It's Myers.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Myers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. One final play before the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. North Texas in the hurry up. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. North Texas lining up facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Power football with the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gives it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gets the back moving. Smith wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. They'll run play action. The throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Handoff to the lone back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. North Texas will have to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Unleashes one. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun 1st half? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. North Texas will have to punt it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Smith dropping to pass. It's complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Set up for second and short after that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off play action. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Open spaces. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for you.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Oregon is currently ahead right now in Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They are up by 7 over UCLA. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. North Texas in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Watkins. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. North Texas really has it going on offense. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on second down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keeps slinging it. Slips a tackle. The mean green with a ton of green to cover here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Smith wants to throw. Got his man. Turning it on. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hardy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hardy. Headed to the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back to back.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Trying to ball his way in. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Now the play fake. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's third and goal from the 2. Fires to the tight end. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
Ready to try the point after. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Got his man quickly.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. North Texas in the hurry-up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Smith dropping to pass. Fakes to grab. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And here comes the punt team. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game, and he's playing his best football right now.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Complete on third down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quickly to the tight end. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Got out of trouble and throws. This one's complete. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Keeps it going. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throws toward the end zone. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Temple Owls offense will have the opening possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interested to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Sends it back in motion. Smith wants to throw. Makes the catch. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? Looking at a 2nd and short now.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Running to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Temple lines up quickly. Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense in the hurry up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And
there he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Owls are flying down the field. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Owls! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. so much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Motion from the back. Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Off play action on first down. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Temple lines up quickly. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Reed. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Clapp. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They just keep firing. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense, one stop.
Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Hardy. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. He's got it on the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Morris. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Breaks the tackle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Parker. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, on third down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
Temple lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Smith dropping to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Lets it go to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quickly complete. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now this offense will take the field again. Smith wants to throw. And they can't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got him. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The offense set for a 1st down play.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his open man. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. Push down for the tackle. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They put together an 81-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Temple lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Smith dropping to pass. Zings it complete to the right.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 45 on its way. Breaks away on the left. And into the end zone for a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. North Texas is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 25 over Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Took care of it himself.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Gets the back moving. Smith wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Myers.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The running back has it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Temple lines up quickly.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He lofts it high. high and deep down the left side. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Quick handoff. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Tick, 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 tick. Clock winding down, and they're in for the touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Got it in the middle. It's Reed. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper, fighting off the defender. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. That's caught. It's Porter. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Here's a throw downfield late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players
This field was home to legends like Bellino and Staubach, the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, and home to the Midshipmen of Navy. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Navy midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good.
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
And, man, this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for them.
Great place to start for this offense. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his back in the middle. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. He's got the back in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Morris. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And Navy will go back on the attack. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually
breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. The option look. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Got it set up on the outside. Fights off a defender. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Navy will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Smith wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Bunch formation for these receivers. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Trying play action. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. And he will house it. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Woodson. Pulls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Give to the fullback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Plows through the defense. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Fullback's got it. Oh, he's got some space. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Powers through the defender. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. Might as well give it to him again.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll send the back in motion. Got enough space. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. They're trailing by just 4 to Ball State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Smith dropping to pass. He slings it deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Here's the handoff. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Navy Marine Corps Memorial.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll go back to work on offense. Sends it back in motion. Smith wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes the Navy offense. On the move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Hard running there. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Woodson. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. Here comes the option.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. The give to the fullback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. The Mids trying to convert on 3rd down as we start play here in the 4th. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That puts them on top here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter, go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Smith dropping to pass. Runs through a tackle. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The play-action fake. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Punt is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Reading the option, it's Woodson. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. They'll run the option. Nice move and keep running. They'll stop him at the 22 after a 5-yard pickup. On 1st down from their own 22. On the option. Runs through the tackle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Goes to the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. To the air, it's Woodson. Caught behind the line, it's Hodges. What a cut, now he's loose. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Now on the option. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They punted away on 4th down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Bad offense, good defense, no scoring. That's pretty much what we had in this one as they come up short in a bit of a slog fest.
Yeah, and most of the time in college football, it's the opposite, right? You don't defense optional. Offense scores so many points. This one, back and forth. Offense is struggling, trying to make plays. Defense has put on a great effort.
And a lot of issues for this offense in this game today, obviously. And I think the coaching staff now really needs to take a look at how they're game planning and how they're going to give their players an opportunity to have success.